Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Firstly, let's thank to Allah who has been giving us some mercies and blessing until we can attend in this happy place without any trouble and obstacle. Secondly, salawat and salam always be given to our Prophet Muhammad Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam. The Honorable Mr. Mislan as a lecturer. Okay. Uh, Let me introduce myself. My name's Melisa Rosi Pangesti, and I'm from 6B English Literature. Today, I will tell you about my proposal with the title "The Feminism Value in the Work of Feminism 10, Cat Coping with the Life of Cat Coping." Okay, this is chapter 1 is introduction. A. Background of research. Researching about feminism of literary work is one of the interesting studies, especially if it's related to the life of the creator of the literary work. By studying or looking for the relationship between a literary work with his work, we will find out why the writer creates a literary work with different themes and views. As we know, usually literary work is born from personal experience, so there must be a reason or relationship between a literary work and its author. Formulation of problems. The formulation of problem is what is the feminism value in the work. Feminist theme cat coping with the life of cat coping. C. The purpose of research. The purpose of this research is to describe the feminism value in the work of feminist theme cat coping with the life of cat coping. Significance of research. This research is a literary research. In the future, this research can be contributions to the development education. It can provide new insight about literature itself. For the author, that is as the application of theory and knowledge that have been obtained, as well as to suppress the knowledge of the author about the literature. Chapter 2 is a theoretical framework. A. Approach. This research uses a biographical approach. According to A. Tyne in her book History of English Literature, biographical approach is approaches a literary work safely, even not exclusively, as a reflection of its author's life and times, or the life and times of the character in the work. From the citation, it can be concluded that person's life story is very closely related to the work of a literary work, because usually a literary work is a representation of the life of the writer as outlined in literary work. B. Is theory. This research uses a feminist theory. Feminist theory is associated with women's inequality and subordination. According Louise Tyson, feminism theory examines the way in which literature reinforces or undermines the economic, political, social, and psychological operations of. C. Review on previous research. This research uses a previous research from journal with the title and analysis of the feminism character in Kate Coppin's The Awakening by Dedi Rahman Nur from the Samarinda University. Is focused to analyze feminism character in Kate Coppin's work that is short story with the title Awakening. The purpose of this research is to describe the feminist character of Kate Coppin's The Awakening short stories by analyzing the main character as feminist character and the contribution of the feminist character to development of the plot. This research is used descriptive design. Conclusion of the research is there is one character who consider being feminist character, that is Edna Pontellier. She becomes feminist because social expectation and dominate the men around her. Her feminist behavior and action presented points about gender, patriarchy, liberal feminism, radical feminism, and cultural feminism. 3. It's a method of research. A. The design of research. This writer uses qualitative research method. This method is effective in obtaining culturally specific information about the value, opinion, behavior, and social context. According to Judith Prezel in Creswell, qualitative research is a loosely defined category of research design or model, all of which elicit verbal, visual, textile, olfactory, and gustatory data in form of descriptive narrative like a voice notes, recording, or other transcription from audio and video tapes and other written records and picture or films. Source of data. The data is the content of a literary work by Kate Copin, have a feminism theme and biography of the Kate Copin. In addition, researchers also use various other sources such as journals, books, dictionaries, and several websites related to the subject of this research. Technique of collecting data. One is literature study. In this study, researchers conducted library research by obtaining data relating to the title being studied through various literatures such as book, research journal, thesis, or other sites on the internet that fit the research topic. 2. Documentation study. The data used in this study are secondary data, that is, data not obtained directly by the research but through intermediary media, obtained and recorded by other parties. Therefore, data collection techniques used in this study are documentation that is done by copying and archiving data from trusted sources. B. Technique of analyzing data. One is identification. The researcher read the literary work by Kate Copin, have feminism theme. In addition, the reading the literary work by Kate Copin, researcher also read biographies of Kate Copin. After read all of them, the researcher identifies the data with which correlate the feminism value and the relation with the biography of the Kate Copin. 2 is describe. After reading and identifying the point of feminism value with the biography of Kate Copin, the researcher described the point that have been obtained after reading. E. Research schedule. Schedule this research is adjust the schedule of library when it open, cause this research need to match some reference in the library. Okay, thank you for your attention for my presentation proposal, and the last I say, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.